How can we go from this to this? To do that, we want to increase flexibility in the back of our legs and learn how to do stretches so that they work for our body. I'm Winnie Lingovic, the creator of the Elevate Practice, and I'm going to show you the best exercises for increasing flexibility and reducing tightness in the back of the legs. And stick around until the end, because I'm going to share with you my favorite tip to stop feeling so tight in the hamstrings. The first way to get more flexible in your hamstrings is to do your standing stretch against the wall. The reason why we're doing this against the wall is that your brain doesn't need to worry about balance or falling, so your brain and your body can focus on stretching. So you lean against the wall, and you're leaning against the wall so much that if it wasn't a wall, you'd fall over. Then you put your hands at your hips and you hinge over. At this point, you want your hands to be on something, so you can use a yoga block, you could use a chair, you could use a table. Push your hips back against the wall, push your hands into whatever support you're choosing, and just get your body used to stretching the back of the legs. From there, you're just going to come over a little bit. Let your thighs support your ribs, and you pause here, and then you come back up. To take this up a notch, you would do the same thing, having your hips against the wall, but instead of going over to a high support, you can lower the yoga blocks or whatever support you're using, and then you fold over. And if you work with these two stretches for a while, you will increase your range and the flexibility in the back of your legs. And then from there, to go from this to this, we got some super duper tips where we take the stretches to the floor. What happens a lot when we try and stretch our hamstrings when we're lying down on the floor is that we go to grab onto our leg and all we're feeling it is in the lower back. So the solution for that is that when you lie down on the floor, instead of straightening both legs, you start with both legs bent. And that will help ease the stretch or ease the strain on your back, and you hug one knee into the chest. So this is stretching the glutes and getting your body ready for a deeper hamstring stretch. And then you switch to the other side, and then no judgment at all. The sides will be different, and that's all right. No one is totally balanced. And then we're going to bring that back. So then, if that goes well, you straighten your legs and you hold on to the back of the leg. And you just focus on pulling in a little bit. Now, if this is too much for you to do, you bend this leg a lot. And then over time, you work on straightening the leg. A little insider tip to doing this stretch is that when you lace your hands around your leg, take the non-dominant grip, the grip you usually don't take. Because even though no one is totally balanced, we want to work towards balance. And over time, you'll get more flexible. Then we add a resistance band to that reclining hamstring stretch. You'll lie down, one leg will be straight, and you'll take a resistance band around your foot. You'll pull in with the middle three fingers of both hands. Now, as you do this, the beauty of the resistance band is that it adds a bit of tension to the stretch. So while you're pulling in with the arms, you can also gently push out with the leg. And what that will do, it will increase stability and strength, as well as flexibility in the back of the legs. Once we're working with that a while, leaning against the wall, lying down with knee bent, lying down with a resistance band, we could take this back up into our standing forward fold. It's always nice to use yoga blocks so that you have something to lean on when you're coming over. So let's start with them. The highest level, you bend your knees and you bring your ribs down. And what I'd like you to think about is that your legs are kind of in a mini squat. And what this will do, will get some of the extra strain off the back, and will let your body know calmly, slowly, that you want to stretch. From here, your hands are on the yoga blocks, and over time, you will see that you might be able to lower the yoga blocks a little bit. Please remember that even if you can get your hands all the way to the floor in this stretch, it doesn't mean you're enlightened. It just means you're getting your hands down. Those are some really useful and usable tips to go from feeling like this to feeling like this, with the main goal, of course, not being the depth of the stretch, but the flexibility that you have in the back of the legs. Those are the most useful and usable stretches to increase flexibility in the back of your legs. But what about my favorite tip that I promised you earlier about how to really elevate the flexibility and be less tight in the back of your legs? The tip is to use a timer. Instead of doing things randomly like here and there, I'm going to try this stretch this day and this stretch another day, is to have a plan. Doesn't need to be complicated. Take the exercises and the stretches that I showed you in this video. Do each one for 30 seconds each. You can use the timer on your phone. It's that easy. If you want to know more about how to use a timer to increase the flexibility in your body, just comment below and I'll share with you my favorite video for using a timer to increase flexibility.